This is Pep Talks.
I just remember thinking to myself, I love that Queen Latifah is a lesbian in this movie.
A weekly interactive show where I cover hot topics and issues of the day.
I might have heard it and I just wasn't listening, I guess. I didn't think it affected me.
This season, I'm watching legendary classic black movies with some of my favorite and closest celebrity friends. And then we're going to discuss them live with all of you. So get ready, throw on your favorite PJs, and let's dish on these movies. In my drink. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pep Talks, the interactive weekly interview show which covers hot topics and commentary on notable Black cinema throughout history. I am your fabulous hostess with the mostest Peppermint. My pronouns are she, her, hers. And I'm so happy to have you back, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our live show. We have been on hiatus. We have been on holiday break, but we are back and we are Black, most of us, and we are ready to give you a show. And I'm so excited for it tonight.
Uh-oh. You guys, we're sorry we're late. I thought I brought a tampon with me, but I didn't, so we had to stop at the Rite Aid. But then I was looking for the Lady Gaga Oreos, the Chromaticos, and I couldn't find them, so it's my fault, honestly. Peppermint's internet is a stubborn bastard that we're trying to tame, like a kitchen in July. It keeps, yeah. But it's maybe, like, I feel like this is the second time we've had, like, to reschedule this. So probably the third time, if you guys all come back, it'll work, I bet. But I don't know if that'll be today. I hope it will, but I'm not really sure. Plus, it's 7:30. I have a date. I'm going to get these hamburger buns that are made pink with, like, dragon fruit in them. Yeah. I don't know. They're called bun buns. And they're night. So that's going to be my night, probably. And I might end up talking to my friend Peppermint a little bit. But I don't know. What if we do it in mine?
Wait, I was on mute. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Bitch, I was on mute. You didn't see that? My Skype was on mute. Rafe. Hi, everyone. Be careful when you hover over that. That's all it was. I was here. I heard everything. I thought your reaction made me think that my whole the screen went out and you couldn't see me at all. But then I see by the text message that it was just the audio. So sorry about that. I've been here the whole time. I think it was just I accidentally hit the mute button. So I'll be real careful as I scroll on my screen. Anyway, each week each week I invite you to throw on your PJs and your mud mask and get out your damn Santeria, whatever you can do to help with the show. Hopefully it will work. Hopefully my internet doesn't cut out or be shady. Obviously my guest is Willam. But we every single week dish our takes on the movies, drama, our favorite trends and products, which I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, we both got, I think, in the mail, right? This brand new Patrick Star package from One Size Fits All. That's Patrick's line. And inside, I cracked mine open. Willam's going to open hers. There is the Secure the Blur, which totally sounds like my new screen name on Tinder. And it is what?
You're not on Raya?
I'm not on there because I don't want my...
Me. I said, bitch, this is platinum pussy.
No, bitch. Let me tell you why I don't want to be on Raya. Because I can't be having my Instagram on the thing. You know what I mean? Like my Instagram, nobody's going to date anybody. It's glued into the thing, bitch. Jesus, Lord. Okay. And so this is the Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer and the One Size Secure the Blur Hydrating Under Eye Patches.
Oh,
Okay, she cute.
word. Thank
We're
you.
working. Yeah, it's actually really cute packaging. It's probably. Well, I don't want to.
Magnets in the primer.
They put magnets in the primer?
Yeah. I want to see if it'll stick to my fridge.
Hold my phone bill up.
Girl, my nail sure ain't sticking.
Girl. Okay. We're going to take a look at that later. But this is the celebration of all things that I love, makeup, Black culture, and connecting with each and every one of you. Those comments must have been wild tonight because we are off to a very late start. Like Willam said, I had some testicle difficulties earlier in the show, and hopefully they don't, who knows what's going to happen. So we're just going to have a good time and roll with it, if that's all right with y'all. I'll be in the comments watching and reading along. So if you see me looking down at my phone, that is what I'm going to.
Comments, I want to see.
Yeah, well, I'm just on them on my. I'm gonna go into them on my phone.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know how we can get them on the screen. We're not, girl. We're already. Yeah.
I can't read that fast.
So today's guest obviously is Willam, and the movie that we are watching is the blaxploitation. I want to say like hit classic blaxploitation, but it's one of the lesser known, I think, blaxploitation movies. Truck Turner, and starring Nichelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek. Anybody that even, if you don't know who if you don't know the name Nichelle Nichols, you're not going to know Uhura. But before we get into that, again, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for your support over the past few weeks, months, I guess a few months that we've been doing this show. We've been having such a great time. And we have some really exciting guests coming up for 2021. And we weren't sure if we were going to continue the show, but because of popular demand, we have decided to continue it. And I promise you, I hope next week the internet will be much smoother. But we're going to roll with all the punches tonight. And so let's welcome, please, my fabulous guest, the one, the only Willam. Hey, girl.
Hey.
We've seen each other a lot just in the past 24 hours.
I've been sitting here. I haven't changed my wig. Same wig. Put on a coat. I said, she won't know. We did something yesterday, and I was in this exact wig, same necklace, different top. But I had to put on my Isaac Hayes coat. Mac Chuck Turner. He wears a little denim number in the film.
Yes.
So I said, Gucci.
Yeah. Oh, wait. She's what? Fiorucci?
No, Gucci, honey.
Oh.
You know I only wear Fiorucci on the bottom.
Ow.
Yeah.
Now, Willam and I have known each other for a long time, and I cannot wait for this little mini interview that I'm going to give y'all right now. But first, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, check for the link in the description or my Twitch profile to leave a tip to support the production of this show. It is free to watch, but it is not free to put on or produce. So please donate by hitting that tip button so that we can bring you the best every single week, at least $5, so we can give Willam $4.69. Okay, I got some questions for you, Willam.
Hit me.
Do you have any drag children?
I have 2 drag children. My 2 daughters. The first one is named Ty Olson. She lives in Northern California. Gorgeous, does a lot of bingos, real social girl, love her, beautiful. My little girl. And then my other little baby, my middle child, is Neil Patrick Harris, because I taught her about drag for Hedwig. So I'm her drag mother there too.
Work.
So babies. I'm very proud of both of them. I love them both. Those are my children.
I feel like we grew up that's kind of like odd because I feel like we kind of came up around the same time in drag on 2 different coasts for the most part. But a lot of girls at my age that kind of came up around the same thing we don't have a lot of drag kids. It's like a bunch of sisters and no kids, you know?
I got nieces.
Yeah, I got a lot of nieces. Monet is my niece. Monet Exchange is my niece.
They don't build like the Davenports no more, where it's like whole trees removed.
Trees, darling, trees and roots, azaleas and hydrangeas. So I got a question. This is a serious one. Toilet paper on the roll, over or under?
Over.
Thank God.
Yeah. For sure, over. In the patent, when it was like patent pendant and stuff, the diagram clearly shows the paper going over. So
wait, the diagram of the
yeah, girl, the toilet paper thing was patented. So like they have a picture.
Where did you see that?
I don't remember, but I remember seeing it.
I'm just gonna text you the link if you wanna. I'm not sure how you're recording this, but if your phone is separate, then I just texted you the link. You can look at the comments.
Wait, am I supposed to be recording this?
No. Never mind, bitch. No, it's live. What I meant is if you have a separate device, like a phone next to you, then you can, I just texted you the link. You can go into the comments.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay, while you do that, I have a question. Who's your drag mom? Do you have one?
My drag mama is a lady named Mama who used to run Bob Mackey's rental studio in the Valley. She doesn't do much drag anymore, but she was the one that snuck. She said, "Carry my costumes."
And walked you in at 15 into the club.
19, a week after I got to LA. So it was like the perfect thing. Yeah.
Where are you from, bitch?
I'm from Philly, but I lived in Florida for a little bit. And then when I was 16, I got emancipated and moved back up to Philly and bridge and tunneled a lot from Philly to New York. That $8 Greyhound bus that drops you in Chinatown.
Yes.
It's not $8 anymore, but I used to do that a lot. I had a warrant out for my arrest in Jersey because I ran the Holland Tunnel 39 times without paying the toll. I didn't have the money. And they got me eventually in Elizabeth, and I had to appear before a judge and pay money. Stupid.
And that's why this bitch is in LA.
And that's when I moved to LA. I said, bitch, you're not going to get me again. I'd rather.
She was on the lam, honey.
Yeah, I'm not going to be cold, too. Goodbye.
Bitch, I knew we go way back. But yeah. I knew I liked you because it's the East Coast vibe in you. You got a little bit of an East Coast vibe. A little bit.
I definitely think so, yeah.
Yeah. I have a question. When are we going to release? No, nobody knows about this. We never speak about it. Oh. When are we going to release?
We should do it this year.
We should just fucking do it. Excuse my language. we should just do, we should just do it this year. Don't you think? Okay, Willam and I have a song.
What are you going to wear?
I'm not gonna tell anybody what it is though.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. It's a doozy. Okay, I have a question for you. Is it true that Drag Race? Hey, Ray, scroll up if you can.
No.
Is it true that Drag Race was relaxed behind the scenes for the first few seasons? I keep hearing stories from the girls from before season 6, 1 through 6. 1 through 4, you say?
1 through 4, and it all changed after me. That's when they started.
Okay. I keep hearing stories from y'all girls. Y'all were rolling the roost,
smoking joints. We went to the beach, went to the mall. Season 3 had it really good because they had Chanel Perillo, and she was cool. And then season 4, we had her too, but then we had another bitch who in the van to us said I don't really believe in gay marriage. And we were like, what? We were like, production. It was crazy that they hired someone outwardly intolerant and and she thought that was okay to tell these drag queens.
Girl, you're not going to tell a bunch of stressed out. And that was on season 3 or your season?
Season 4, my season. But she also had a bomb weed hookup. So,
so then that's the potheads kept her around.
PA was also a grower, so he sold us stuff. It was perfect.
Honey, it was not. I heard Courtney was
lit. And then season 5, when Vicky and I went to visit Detox at the hotel that they were at while she was filming, we saw that there was tape on the door, and we were like, oh, it's like camp. And then the door at the end of the hallway, because we found out what floor they were on, it was easy. The door at the end of the hallway, there was a PA sitting on a bed, and it was open, and she had a walkie, and like I immediately bolted, and I could hear my name on the walkie, and then she also said, it's Willam and a big girl who looks like she does drag. That's how Vicky she
Is that what they said?
They said a big girl who looks like she does drag. They didn't know. They probably thought it was one of the girls out the room, but they didn't know what they looked like because it was still early days. It was Detox's birthday, and we wanted to bring her a wig and some beer.
Jesus. Yeah, ours was nothing like that. I told this story before. I told it last when Shangela was on there, but we were so locked up and so confined and so restricted, everybody, that the people who were working there, the PAs, because they're behind the scenes, they have directors, camera people, PAs, and the PAs are the people that are around the Queens the most, because they're the ones that take us from where we live in to the show, like to where you shoot the show at the studio. And the PAs didn't even know us, because we were so behind, we weren't hanging out, we weren't going out, and I got left behind. They deserted me, and you heard about that, yeah. And so they didn't even know what we looked like. I can't believe they were growing weed for y'all.
On my season, they had cards that they wore around their neck that had our pictures as boys and our pictures in drag on the back. And they still didn't know our names. And I always say they called Latrice La something, but they also called LaShawn La something too. Like in that same
something. Honey, that doesn't fly post 2020. You can't be saying that about a black girl. That's something.
Yeah, and I get they were both law names, like Latrice, LaShawn, but it was literally the way they said it, and you're just like, ew.
It's a little dismissive.
They didn't know my name. They didn't know. When they called me William, I would correct them and stuff. But I was like, are y'all doing this on purpose?
I don't like those PAs.
Yeah, it wasn't. Some of it was just weird.
We have a question from Anthony Steven. Anthony Steven Alexander in the comments. If they called you both for All Star 7, which they definitely would not do, but hypothetical, if they called you both for All Star 7, would you guys do it? I pray this happens so hard. Go ahead, girl.
I mean, hypotheticals are fun, but they're not inviting me back to their set anytime soon. I'm a loose cannon to them, and I understand.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Steven Alexander, if you are a true ride or die Drag Race fan, you already know the answer to that question.
You know damn well, Anthony.
You can't tell. Okay, here's one. You can't tell by looking at me, but finish the sentence.
Why you looking at me? Don't get mad at me, but I'm still gonna be. Tell me, why you looking at me? Why you looking at me? Why you looking at me? I don't know what the rest of the sentence is, but I like that song.
Okay, that's cool. That's Spice Girls, right? Wait. What?
What was the sentence? Was I supposed to?
I was going to ask you to finish this sentence.
Go for it.
You can't tell by looking at me, but.
You can't tell by looking at me, but if I don't move my lips when I read a book, I don't retain it somehow. I have to say it kind of, and then I see it in my brain and it stays there for a second. But I could read a whole page, and if I'm not doing that, my retention is I don't know what I just read, but I read the page.
Somehow your eyes are at the bottom, and you're I don't know what that was.
Yeah. And then I'm my bookmark's right there. I read it. Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is lateness and liars, I'd say. Everybody's time. That's the one thing I always think. And then don't lie, because that means you either think I can't handle the truth or I'm too stupid for it or something. So just tell the truth up front. It's all good. Nobody needs to like everybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that is it for this portion of the interview. We're going to get ready to talk about Truck Turner, the movie, and head over to my Patreon to see all of, Willam and I went in on the pre-show to hear a little bit more about Willam's biggest pet peeves, a little bit more about what was edited from Drag Race, and advice on giving good head and more. So go over to my Patreon. Right now we have some Patreon questions from some fabulous Patreon viewers. Thank you so much for your Patreon edge. Jeffrey Green asks, and this is to Willam, when are you going to capitalize on the fact that one of the things you were known for on your season? What the fuck? Excuse my French. This is the second time I dropped an F-bomb. Well, I don't like this question, but when are you going to capitalize? This is not from me. This is from Jeffrey Green. When are you going to capitalize? And I'm hoping that Jeffrey Green really wants you to capitalize and make some money off of the fact that one of the things you were known for on your season was a 5 o'clock shadow.
I have a makeup company now, but the 5 o'clock shadow thing, I don't have it. When I see it, if I do beard cover now, like a little bit of red, but I don't want to do any makeup that requires like brushes. I just want to do like finger stuff. So I have glitters and like lips and lashes, no like creamy stuff yet. But it could be funny to do like a beard cover.
It would be cute. I think we're past it. I have to be honest. You were, let's look at Willam's drag at that moment in time, and then look at everyone else's drag. How many years ago was that? Like, nobody that you're looking at now would have looked like we all. You don't want to see pictures of me from that year. That's all I gotta say. Not saying that you look bad, but I'm saying like the queens that are coming onto the show now have so many details taken care of. You talk about it on a Race Chaser. The girls are coming in spending thousands and thousands, more than we ever spent. Even I was on season 9, more than I ever spent on my thing. You know what I mean? So like, it's just a different situation now.
I knew I was following Raja as an LA girl, and I knew an LA girl, like I needed to do it. And I like, there's like Simone and like Gottmik and Raja, and like there's Morgan, there's Delta. There's certain LA girls that are just like, if you look like who's the Hollywood girl, and it's them. And they all look fucking sickening. It's, but thank you. Yeah, I like bringing fashion for sure.
You rock it now, that's for sure. Some queens, this is part 2. I didn't actually see the part 2 of that question. Part 2 of that question. Some queens shave as a part of the transformation, and Willam branded shaving cream. Oh, okay, that's nice. Willam branding shaving cream sounds pretty marketable. It would actually be very marketable if it was Willam branded shaving cream that was actually whipped cream.
I love whipped cream.
I know you do.
I have almond milk whipped cream now, and I fucked up a whole bottle.
Rafe, did you get the new code? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've scrolled up a little bit. We have another question from Nelson DePina, who is like, the OG of our Patreon. And this is for Willam. Question for Willam and Peppermint, actually. How have you dealt with situations where you were not paid? Nelson always comes through with the thinkers, honey. How have you dealt with situations where you were not paid or was not paid correctly for your work that you have done? Are there people or companies that that have not done right by the queens? Willam?
I'm lucky enough that I've been paid for every gig that I've done that payment was expected for. It may not have been in the form that they said, but like I always got it before. I'm good. But I know people who've done gigs with promoters that I've done right after me all got fucked. Like I know, like as more promoters popped up after, I was earlier than other people, but more kept popping up, and not all of them were reliable or bonded or insured. And like stuff can go south really quick with a lot of variables. But I've never not been paid. Thank God.
I had a situation where I was touring in the UK. There was probably like 4 years ago, there was a moment in time when, 4 years ago, when there was a bunch of those unreliable UK promoters that were in the UK that were just contacting us, and we really don't have. Sometimes there's just not a way to know, what's going to happen, or who. And so it was one gig in a chain of like 50. And so we were like, okay. And we got, long story short, they didn't give us we didn't get the money. We didn't get the deposit. We didn't get the money. We never got the deposit, but we were already there because we were brought there by another city. So we were already there and we were ready to get everything. And we waited and waited, and they never gave the deposit. So I didn't go on. And that's the only protection that I had, because it was obvious that these people were not going to pay me, and they hadn't even paid the deposit. And so that was the only protection. I know that there might be somebody watching this who had a ticket to that show. We advocated for people to be able to get their money back. The promoter said that they were going to give their money back. I don't really ever know what happened with that. I don't think the promoter's still working. Obviously not working now. But it was it was a doozy, and it was a learning lesson. I didn't accept any more gigs that didn't come through my management after that.
No more.
And Griffey wants to know what happened to your. Oh, what happened to your? And when I say your, what happened to our? And when I say our, I mean your Quibi and Full Screen shows. Love you both.
Full Screen, the network, the arm of that branch. Full Screen was like a internet MCN, multi-channel network, like syndicate thing. They had a touring division. They toured AAA girls, and then they had a video on demand division, because a lot of those popped up a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like Quibi is a VOD service, and the VOD service had 15 shows. I was one of them. We did a season. I signed a deal for a second season, and then they said the whole network's been canceled, and I was like, oh, okay. And then Quibi, kind of the same thing happened, I guess. So maybe third time, it'll work for me.
I want to say thank you very much for, I guess we can spill the beans now, but thank you for casting me on the show, or getting me on the show, or connect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were a part of that, but I had what we did film and what we did prepare. I had a great time doing.
That was the fun part, was they said, who do you want to work with? And I said, boom, 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 boom. I had a master list of it was probably 40 girls. There were only a couple that I was like, no, she'll be late. She'll hold up everything. She's not reliable. I crossed off people for that,
Yeah.
And then one girl didn't show up, and then she showed up as a boy, and I was like, bitch.
I know.
Put a red lip in a glass, but I love her.
I think I was there.
I think. Yeah, it was a fun thing, though.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
And it was nice to talk about it. It was a show about fashion, and who knew that I would have a memeable moment this year with It's Fashion.
It's fashion.
I want to take a minute to say thank you to we have over 330 viewers on YouTube and over 118 viewers on Twitch. So thank you so much for watching. Please, every one of you, take a moment to share this stream. Take the link and share it to your social media. Please, let's get some more viewers up here tonight. And if you can, also please send us a tip, even $1 or $5. I would love to. I know that this is an impromptu moment, but Mitch, if I give you a nice long sentence to lead in, can you do it? I would love to show you who's working behind the scenes. We did it in a little moment with Bob the Drag Queen on a live recently. And these are the two men. They're my, I love them very deeply. And they are the producers of this show. And I'm going to bring them to the screen right now.
We're here. We're on.
Mitch and Rafe.
We're here. We're on.
Wave hi, Mitch and Rafe.
Hi.
Can they hear you?
Yeah, they can hear me. They can hear Rafe too.
Okay. Say hi, Mitch, and say hi, Rafe, to everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
They make the show run, and so you know, we don't get paid to do this show, but it's because of your generosity, your generosity of time and your generosity of a tip or two that helps us, you know, help get some money for these guys. And so we really appreciate it. So awesome. Let's keep going with the show because we started late. Izzy Busy Bee asks from Patreon, what is your favorite sex toy or sex toy company?
I really like double Scorpio poppers. I consider that like a sex enhancer.
Is that the one? That's the one that you wear with the gold necklace, right?
It's also an accessory. Like, who doesn't like shiny stuff? Like, if there's a spot I can put gold, show me where. How?
You are one of the. Okay, I'm probably really. This is going to sound. Let me not say it that way. There's only a couple. The old school thinking, and this is not necessarily true because everybody loves everything and everything's for everybody. But generally, because of there was a moment in time where you would match your metals to your skin tone, and so white girls would generally wear silver or platinum, and black girls would wear gold because those tones are closer to the skin color. Anybody can wear anything. That's the time. That's what was going on when I came up. And there's a lot of girls that are my age or around the same age who follow those same kind of rules for the most part. You see a lot of white girls in silver. You and Sherry Vine are two queens that I would say I have never seen in silver jewelry.
Honey, I have some, but I prefer gold. And I like rose gold a lot. My tooth right now is rose gold with pave diamonds in it, but like the earrings are gold, but they're so tarnished on one side, they're silver because I wear them right over there. That's where it rubs off. Yeah, I like gold a lot. I like anything shiny. I have a nude nail on, but like I broke my pinky, so I wore 2 nails on that one. That's never gonna be the same. Look at it.
Oh, girl, that looks alien.
Yeah, it ain't right.
We have some exciting news here at Team Peppermint. We added Discord to our Patreon member benefits. This means that if you join my Patreon, you'd be supporting me and the production of Pep Talks and also gain access to a patron-only chat and have the ability to be a part of our virtual video chat audience, which we affectionately call the Candy Dish. And we'll probably find a way to get them on the screen coming up real soon. In case you're unfamiliar with Discord, here are some quick instructions. You create an account on Discord, you log into Patreon, then you click on the apps tab, click connect to the Discord app, and then you log into Discord to find the Candy Dish. So you have to log in, become a member of Discord, and then you find us there on your account. Now, we used to show the trailer for movies, but the trailer for Truck Turner is, first of all, about 6 minutes long. Second of all, we can't show the trailer anymore because we keep getting flagged by YouTube in the middle of the show, and so we can't because it has copyrighted material and music things, so we can't do it. So hopefully y'all watched Truck Turner. We put it on the flyer, but if not, you are going to get a very colorful description from myself and Willam, who knows every single line to the movie. Yeah. Here's the synopsis, though. Bounty hunter Mac Truck Turner, played by Isaac Hayes, who is so sexy. I mean, he was the man. He was the.
You know, he saw Shaft and said, "Why is he doing it? I can sing it and do that." And then he just did it.
He did the voice, he did the music, and then turned around and did this role.
He said, "God bless your country," but still.
Anyway, he played by Isaac Hayes. He almost always finds his target, but his latest prize, a pimp called Gator, played by Paul Harris, is killed while Truck Turner is chasing him. Gator's girl, Dorinda, Michelle Nichols, Uhura from Star Trek, vows to avenge his death and offers ownership of her brothel, basically, scroll up, of her successful call girl operation to anyone who can knock off Turner. I called it a brothel. they're calling it a call girl operation. And so that's the gist of it. It's a movie about revenge, basically. So what are your thoughts? What would you Truck Turner? I remember you mentioned Truck Turner. Okay, first of all, no, I'll move that to second of all because we'll talk about it later. I remember you talking about Truck Turner a long time ago. So this has been a favorite for you for how long?
I know I saw it when I was a kid for sure.
How did you see this when you were a kid, girl?
I don't know. I remember seeing it before I moved out of my parents' house. So like I'm guessing like as a teenager somewhere. But I saw it there. And then I saw it again in a YouTube video with like I think it was some like YouTube video. There's a mix of The Boy Is Mine and Girl by Destiny's Child. And it's mashed up. And I think at the end of it, it's like, excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? And then they had like Beyonce doing the thing where she goes forward in the girl video and she's like, shut up, you junkie whore, to Michelle. And like it was one of those retract revoice things. And it was so funny. And I was like, I know that dialogue. And it immediately clicked. And then as soon as it was available, I probably watched it at least once a year, once it was on Amazon. I've seen it 4 or 5 times in the past like couple of years.
Yeah.
I showed it to a guy I was dating.
And what was his reaction? What was his reaction?
He was surprised that he hadn't seen it because he's from the south side of Chicago.
Okay. Oh, you was dating a brother.
He's less than highly coordinated.
Okay, so what are your overall thoughts of the movie? Like, this is obviously highly recommended on Willam's movie list.
Yeah, I would say it's in the way that some blaxploitation films have had like actors or roles that like it didn't feel like the acting was the most necessary reason that they were there. Sometimes it was cheesy. All the acting in this is great. His like partner is great, and I love that it's like San Fran has like Clint Eastwood, that like PI Bullet, I think it is, or Steve McQueen, I think. And like LA has fucking Truck Turner and Dorinda and all the girls. They got Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Shauna, Sabrina, Crystal, Deronda, Lisa,
Jackie,
all of them, Frenchie, all of them. This movie is great for me. There's like shootouts. There's like a 6-minute chase. I feel like that car chase. And they cater through the water plant, and then they show them going back the other way. And it's like, this never, it feels like they had to hit a runtime. So like, just show them running the other way. same shot, now he runs the other way. That's all.
I have, you know what, and this is definitely indicative of like 70s movies for sure. It's not just Truck Turner, but like you could tell that they really put moments into that chase scene, into the hospital shootout. That 5-minute hospital shootout is like, I've never seen mayhem in a hospital. People diving. There was a little kid by the elevator. It was just like,
hey, mayhem was there?
Yes, mayhem was there, girl.
The guy who gets shot coming out of the hospital, Harbor Blue, the pimp, he walks himself down with an elbow from a step as he gets shot. He walks himself, and then he's back on his hand, and then he makes it to the curb. He goes at least 30 feet after being shot in the knee, shot in the back.
To get down to the curb.
Girl, wiggle wobble. She does not go down.
Yeah, they had some epic scenes in there. And I think most people probably don't, like, blaxploitation is, you know, this is kind of what blaxploitation back then is for the viewers, is pretty much like what you would think of as like Tyler Perry doing. Now, that's not the same thing. Tyler Perry owns his own studio and it's a different level. But Tyler Perry is credited as saying, you know, noted as saying he started his studio, started doing his own movies because he didn't get the same opportunities in Hollywood and everything. And so he started doing it on his own. And that's what happened with blaxploitation. They weren't putting Black folks in mainstream, big budget action films and things like that. Certainly not as the stars. So these were movies that were, you know, completely, they weren't usually Black produced, but they were pretty much the whole cast was Black. and they would take place in Black neighborhoods and have storylines that, for the most part, resonated more with Black folks. Not just, I mean, they were universal. Pimping and shooting up, that is in every movie. But
I mean, cowboys have bordellos and brothels there. There can be hoes of any kind, and bad guy with a gun in every story. But Dolomite goes into that real well too. That movie, I love that.
The Eddie Murphy movie, yeah. It's
the original's great too.
What?
Dolomite, the originals.
I was gonna say the original Dolomite was fantastic, but seeing this Eddie Murphy version, just kind of learning the whole story behind it and going into it, and it was just it made it in sort of like 3D, and really explained a lot. So I would say watch Dolomite. There's some brilliant performances in there too. Eddie Murphy is definitely a polarizing character for many of us because of the rumored connection to the alleged murder of a trans woman, and which I don't know anything about, but nevertheless, the movie itself, I did see it. I have a couple friends that were in it, and it's a great movie. So if you can watch that, you should just check it out. I want to say Andrea Horn donated $20. Thank you so much, Andrea Horn. I'm in the comments right now. What is the personal impact on your life, like in your, let's say Willam, like Willam the Queen, of Truck Turner and movies like it? Like, how has that like affected how you, anything you do in your, from the styling to how you approach things, or a favorite saying that you always say? Is there anything that you have taken like permanently, has a permanent impact on you from this movie?
Well, my best friend, and he's sometimes my helper, DJ Pasta Body, an assistant, like right-hand man, he has a denim jacket that on the back, it says Raquel.
Raquel, take that jacket! Take that fucking jacket off! Excuse me, that's the third time.
Yeah, so that's what it is. That speech will always be ingrained in me. It's like, those two bitches that left, they had better learn to sell pussy in Iceland, because if I ever see them again, I'm gonna cut their fucking throats. We are a family, and that's what we're gonna stay. Now, I got to put business out there today, and when I call you, I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear?
Yeah.
Now get out there and make it look good. And Raquel,
take that fucking jacket off.
Move it. Like, if I had to do my AMDA audition again, because I didn't get into AMDA, and they take everybody, I would do this. I would do Dorinda's monologue for sure.
It's the best. It's like one of the best. It's a blaxploitation films. It is in the top 10 of women's monologues, which are the best ones anyway.
Just to start off a monologue with something so pointed as "Shut up, you junkie whore!" Like,
and then if you're talking about business and all that, going from I'm gonna slit their fucking throats. Well, we are family. Going from that to Raquel, take that fucking jacket off. Excuse me, I know I'm cursing too much, and this Willam just brings it out of me. I usually don't curse like this. But Raquel, take that jacket off. Honey, that is like the best. It's so well written. You can tell how excited I am.
I mean, this film has so many great quotable things where she says, I can't say the word, but it punctuates it at the end of the sentence. She says, "This ain't Sears and Roebuck." And like she says, and just the way she says it, and her diction on it, and she's not blinking, and like it looks like she's in like Halston. She looks great.
Roebuck.
She has a Roebuck, and then something else. It's just it's so well done.
She's talking about her girls and the price of the girls.
Yeah, it's so good. Parade through.
How is
1,000?
Do you think this movie holds any relevance to today? Like, could we make this movie in 2020 in like current times?
They tried to remake it in 2004 with Queen Latifah's production company. There was apparently a script written by a young writer, but it never got made. But I would love to see this again. Ooh, yeah. Makad Brooks as like Truck Turner's son.
Oh, let me fix my bonnet.
Yeah.
How important is it? And the reason why I started this show is because I was with a good girlfriend of mine, and she didn't. Every time I would talk about Black films, going to see Black films, and bring them up, she just missed that boat. It wasn't something I think was ever really important to her. It wasn't ever really something that she would go see. She didn't really engage with it. I think maybe because she didn't identify with it, obviously. And so, how important or why is it important for people to engage with and support Black films and cinema?
I think that everybody's stories deserve to be told, and that's how we learn more about each other, is like learning about other people's experiences and seeing them in the movies and represented in all different facets of media is important. I found someone was like schooling me, as I should be schooled, about like the fact that I played a lot of trans characters on TV back in the day, and they said that 80% of people, their only like image that they get from of people that are trans is from the media and from what they see on TV. So when there's a disproportionate amount of those roles being played by people that don't represent them, and that might be representing them in a way that might be harmful, like stigmatizing, like sex work roles, which I've definitely done, but I've also been a sex worker, but like still it's cloudy. When I get schooled for that kind of stuff, rightly so, it makes me so aware that like I, have so much privilege from that point that I was just playing these roles. But like, I think that Black voices too, the fact that Oscars have been so white for so many years, it's just like, what are you not watching? Like there was a documentary called Good Hair that
oh my God, let's talk about it.
Ago, and I remember going to see it with my cousin, who's a hairstylist, on Christmas, her husband and my ex, and like the boys were just like, they did not want to go, but they enjoyed it so much because Chris Rock is universally funny, and he was narrating. They didn't want to see a movie about hair, but now there's this other movie called Bad Hair.
Oh my God, Bad Hair with LeBron Cox.
That movie, and someone thought I was talking about the documentary, and I was like, no, but that's a good movie too. You should see that. Like, supporting these filmmakers that are like, that are classics in their own right, that may not end up on some of the same lists as Scorsese, because the only people they have on directors lists, they might have Spike Lee, but I guarantee you 10 other names are all white men, and women are underrepresented too. My aunt's a female director, and she directs Black Lightning, like I
haven't gotten into Black Lightning yet, but I cannot wait to get into it. It's starting season 4 right now, right?
Yeah, season 4 is coming up, and then Payne, this one guy, he had this horrible dread wig for one season. It was like the worst wig, and they made him wear it, I guess, but now he doesn't have the wig anymore, so I like him again. But he's getting
Let me check the comments. Sleepiest Dog says, I want to see some more acting scenes with Willam and Pep. That was so good. I would love to do more stuff with you. I'll hit you up. We're going to do a few more things together. This girl works more than any, like, it's always, if you want a masterclass in hustle, it is Willam. And we're going to talk, we talked in the pre-show a little bit about where we first met. So if you want to hear about that, then go join my Patreon so you can hear the old school tea about me and Willam in our first meeting and some of the things we've done over the years. But we got to keep the show rolling. Wait, what?
That's what's I heard Flotilla say to a girl backstage at Wig. The girl was crossing through her station a little too slow, and she said, "Keep it pumping, Queen."
Keep it pumping, Queen.
Entered my lexicon.
That's in your lexicon?
Yeah, anytime like a girl's like, "We're gonna keep it going," I'm like, "Keep it pumping, Queen."
Keep it pumping, Queen. Obviously, Willam and Alaska have a very strong podcast, Race Chaser, that comes on, and we actually have a comment from a couple people in the comments. I didn't go into it, but who want to know what our thoughts are on season 13 and who the top picks are. Now, this is if you really want to hear Willam's thoughts on the current Drag Race seasons, then you have to listen to Race Chaser with Alaska and Willam. But
Who's your favorite? Do you have any?
Yeah, right off the bat, my favorites are automatically the New York City Queens, right? I just, I go hard for New York. I think that's pretty obvious right now these days, or in general. And so I love Tina. I love, I actually don't know Rose, but I'm rooting for her very largely.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, Gottmik, I'm rooting for. I think Gottmik is so fierce.
So sickening. So sickening.
So sickening.
Yeah, I like I'm an LA girl, Simone and Gottmik. I'm going with Candy. I love Olivia. I love
Olivia's stunning.
Looks like Catwoman.
Eartha Kitt. Jesus, I had to start purring.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt boots for sure.
You know what? Damn, you're right.
Denali. Yeah.
They're fierce, and I gotta tell you, they are fierce. That's all I gotta say.
Honey, I'm glad I did it a decade ago, not
hey,
now.
You know that's what was about to come out of my mouth. That's what was about to come out of my mouth, girl.
You know what?
You have to tune in. Basically, there's a plethora of podcasts that you can go to. The Mom Podcast Network with Willam and Alaska has everything you want to hear. Race Chaser, Very That, The Chalk.
Yeah, it's a little spot for like people to put their ears if they want to keep up with drag queens that they love. Meatball's on it.
Sloppy Seconds with Dipper and Meatball.
Manila, all the girls, all the dolls.
Yes.
We're launching new shows this spring.
Oh, you're launching some new shows this spring? Okay.
I think we're going to have a Strawberry Social launch party.
Red and Wild. That's your...
100%.
What do you do at the Strawberry Social?
Girl, I think in May, when the berries start to ripen.
Yes. Ooh. Just another reminder, before the show, we talked about Willam's biggest pet peeve, what was edited from Drag Race, and advice on giving good head, and also when we met for the first time, and more and more and more. So if you want to watch, please head over to my Patreon, where you can also find other exclusive behind-the-scenes content and full episodes of Pep Talks. Yeah. Now I'm gonna leave Willam on real quick. We're gonna cut this segment a little bit short, but we have this. This is the segment that we're gonna beef up coming up very soon. The favorite products of the week, basically, where I talk about sometimes it's skincare products, sometimes it's makeup products, and I try to review them. I'm gonna do a little bit better job. I'm vowing to do more of a deep dive. And for that reason, I literally just got this this a couple of days ago. I don't know when it came to the thing, but I got it in my house today. Willam just got it, obviously. It was sent out to us by our girl, Patrick Starr.
Thanks,
yes,
girl.
Yes. Who has one size makeup line. Brand new makeup line just came out last year. And so this is some
great.
Huh?
His setting powder is so great.
I haven't used the setting powder yet. This is the first. Oh, damn it. What did I do? I killed it again, Rafe. I'm so sorry. This is the first time that I've ever gotten, that's my fault, Rafe. This is the first time that I've ever gotten any of the stuff. So I'm really excited about it. Let's see what it is.
Pick up and use the powder and it was great. So
okay, these are the eye patches, and they're so gorgeous. I just sent you another code, Rafe. Let me open. Wait. That's why are yours in a pink back? Let me look mine. Hold up.
What do you do? Oh, it's between two pieces of plastic like that.
Oh, you took yours out. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it smells nice. Oh, I think it did it upside down. Ooh, they're like metallic.
Oh my God, they are metallic. They're like little stars and hearts and things, like Lucky Charms on a thing.
Oh, so
Like
cute. Yeah, it is. Stars and hearts and rainbows.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. But
so
it
cute.
also looks like a face.
Yeah, like a smiley face too, kind of, with the heart and then the star in an eye and then a rainbow's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try these on tonight when I go to bed. I'm going to be reading my Kindle. I've been reading my Kindle at night. And so I'm going to try those on at night when I'm reading my Kindle, and I'm going to let y'all know all about it, how
You're my
how
whole.
it's looking. Yeah, I would put it on now, but I don't want to waste it over my makeup. You know what I mean?
What makeup?
I almost cursed again. Flantu Blatch. The blurring mattifying primer instantly blurs pores and secures makeup all day and hydrates and controls shine. And that's it. So tune in next week. We're going to keep the same product and I will review it for next week and actually let you know, like, since it's skincare, how it feels, how it went, how it worked. I'm going to use it every day. Well, I don't know how many, it looks like about 5 or 6 are in there. So I'm going to use it till it runs out all week. And then I'll let you know on next week's show. Speaking of next week, we have a special guest that we haven't booked yet, but we will be announcing it on our Patreon. By the way, if you are just joining us, please head over to my Patreon to see me, everything you just missed, basically. Willam, stay on so we can talk right after this. The movie next week and next week's movie and guest, as I said, will be announced on Patreon and social media. And please, please, please watch the movie because I want to hear we have a breaking news.
Ooh.
Randy Rahawan, I think that's what. Wait, Randy Rahawan, I think that's how I say it. Donated $50.
Work, yes.
And said, great conversation. I was watching Drag Race UK yesterday, and the topic of LGBTPOC representation or the lack thereof was brought up. Miss Peppermint, you have opened a door for many. Oh, keep being you and leading the way. Thank you. It's just a comment. It wasn't a question.
It's all true.
So, thank you. All right, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed this show. Please, please, please share it. Talk about it. Get other people to watch it. Please help us gain more followers and all that. If you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I have a brand new music video coming out tomorrow starring myself and Laith Ashley. It's the song from my new album, A Girl Like Me, Letters to My Lovers. The song is called Every Morning, and it's a like a little fairy tale love song. So the music video comes out. It's premiering on New Now Next tomorrow. And then on my social channels and on my YouTube, of course. So please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then make sure you follow me on Twitch so that you can see the show all the time. That's it. So thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Willam for bearing with us and being a guest on the show and having a good conversation. It was good to talk to you.
Sanders because she's finger licking good.
Yes. Okay, Willam, make sure you stay on. Everyone, thank you so much. We will see you later. Bye.
Better learn to sell pussy in Iceland.
I'm gonna cut their throat.